Italy, officially known as the Italian Republic, is a European country located in the southern part of the continent. It is renowned for its rich cultural heritage, historical landmarks, and diverse landscapes ranging from the majestic Alps in the north to the sunny Mediterranean coasts in the south. Italy's history spans thousands of years, making it a cradle of Western civilization, and it is home to numerous UNESCO World Heritage Sites, more than any other country. Italy, a nation steeped in a wealth of history and lively culture, offers much more than its renowned landmarks and delectable cuisine. Beneath the surface, it harbors astonishing secrets and lesser-known stories that even the most seasoned travelers may find surprising. From subterranean cities and ancient innovations to unique customs that blend the enigmatic with the ordinary, Italy's surprises are as diverse as its landscapes. Here are some astonishing facts about Italy that might leave you in awe. The Battle of the Oranges. Every year, the town of Ivrea in northern Italy hosts a unique festival known as the Battle of the Oranges. Participants split into teams and engage in a massive orange-throwing fight, recreating a historic rebellion against an oppressive ruler. It's considered the largest food fight in Italy and is both a celebration and a reenactment of the town's medieval past. Pia Island, often dubbed the Island of Ghosts, Pia is a small island in the Venetian lagoon with a dark history. It was once used as a quarantine station for plague victims and later as a mental hospital. The island is now abandoned and is rumored to be haunted, making it a subject of fascination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. The Keyhole of Malta. In Rome, there's a famous keyhole at the Priory of the Knights of Malta. When you peer through it, you can see a perfectly framed view of St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican. This serendipitous alignment has made the keyhole a popular and somewhat mystical tourist attraction. Goliath of Florence. In Florence, there's a statue known as Il Porcellino, the little pig, which is actually a bronze fountain of a wild boar. Tradition holds that rubbing the snout of Il Porcellino brings good luck, especially if you also drop a coin into the grating at the base. The statue's snout has been polished to a shine from centuries of visitors seeking fortune. The Vatican City is an independent city-state entirely surrounded by Rome, Italy, and holds the title of the world's smallest country by both area and population. Established in 1929 through the Lateran Treaty signed by the Holy See in Italy, it functions as the spiritual and administrative center of the Roman Catholic Church, led by the Pope. Besides its religious significance, the Vatican is a treasure trove of artistic and historical wealth, attracting millions of visitors to sites like St. Peter's Basilica and the Vatican Museums, home to masterpieces such as Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling and Raphael's School of Athens. The Vatican has its own postal service, media outlets, and a unique economy bolstered by donations and museum ticket sales. Pompeii was a bustling Roman city that met a tragic fate when it was buried under meters of ash and pumice following the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. Forgotten until its rediscovery in 1748 by an engineer, Pompeii's excavation revealed an incredibly well-preserved glimpse into Roman life, frozen at the moment of destruction. The preserved streets, buildings, and even delicate frescoes offer invaluable insights into the daily lives, culture, and architecture of the ancient Romans. Today, Pompeii is one of the world's most visited archaeological sites, providing a hauntingly vivid picture of the past. The small island of Giola, situated in the Gulf of Naples, is often called the Island of the Cursed due to the misfortunes that have befallen its owners. Comprised of two tiny islets linked by a bridge, this beautiful yet eerie location has a history of tragic events, including untimely deaths, financial disasters, and personal tragedies for those who have owned it since the early 19th century. Local lore attributes these misfortunes to a curse, leaving the island mostly abandoned and shrouded in mystery and superstition. The forest of Fai della Paganella in the Italian Alps is reputed to be haunted with numerous accounts of paranormal occurrences. Travelers and locals alike have reported eerie sensations, unexplained noises, and even ghostly figures. The forest's lore includes legends of ancient rituals and myths which enhance its mysterious appeal. The dense, shadowy woods and chilling tales associated with the forest deter many visitors, yet they attract those with a penchant for the supernatural and a taste for adventure. The iconic Statue of Liberty was originally envisioned for a completely different purpose and location. French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi initially designed the colossal statue as a lighthouse for the Suez Canal in Egypt. The project aimed to commemorate the canal's opening and strengthen ties between France and Egypt. However, due to financial constraints, Egypt declined the offer. Bartholdi then reimagined his creation as a gift to the United States, celebrating the centennial of American independence and the friendship between France and the U.S. The Capucine Catacombs in Palermo, Sicily, are both fascinating and macabre. They originated when Capucine monks, needing more burial space in the late 16th century, began excavating crypts beneath their church. The dry atmosphere in the catacombs naturally mummified the bodies. It became a status symbol among the Sicilian elite to be interred there, with families paying large sums to preserve and display their deceased ancestors. This practice resulted in a chilling underground gallery of mummified bodies, providing a unique insight into the lives of Sicilian aristocrats from centuries past. The modern piano, as we know it today, owes its invention to Bartolomeo Cristofori of Florence, who developed the first successful hammer-driven string instrument around the year 1700. His invention was groundbreaking as it allowed the player to vary the volume of the sound. The harder a key was struck, the louder the note. This dynamic capability was reflected in the instrument's original name, Gravicembalo col piano e forte, harpsichord with soft and loud, which enabled a more expressive range of musical compositions and performances, setting the stage for the piano to become a central instrument in Western music. Naples sits atop a complex network of underground passages, caverns, and aqueducts dating back to Greek and Roman times. The ancient Greeks first quarried the stone needed for the city's construction, creating an extensive labyrinth beneath the surface. These tunnels and water systems were later expanded by the Romans and even served as shelters during bombings in World War II. Today, the Napoli Sotterranea is open to tourists, offering a journey through time as visitors explore this subterranean world filled with history and intrigue. Italians are known for their strong culinary traditions, which include specific customs about food and beverage consumption, such as the timing of drinking cappuccino. Traditional Italian custom dictates that milk-heavy drinks like cappuccinos are to be consumed in the morning, typically before 11 o'clock. The belief is that drinking milk after a meal hampers digestion. For Italians, espresso is the preferred coffee later in the day, reflecting a cultural emphasis on digestive health and the social rituals surrounding food and drink. The University of Bologna, established in 1088, is recognized as the oldest continuously operating university in the world. It set the standard for all future European universities with its organization into student guilds and faculties including law, medicine, and philosophy. Throughout the centuries, it has been a hub for many distinguished figures in science and the humanities. The university's long history highlights the enduring value placed on education and scholarship in Europe, and it continues to attract students and academics from around the globe. Venice, renowned for its elaborate canal system and stunning architecture, conceals a lesser-known network of ancient underground rivers and wells. Originally built on a lagoon, Venetians created the city's foundation by driving wooden piles into the soft ground. These were topped with stone platforms on which the city was constructed. Beneath these foundations lie over 100 small channels that once brought fresh water from the mainland. Additionally, the city boasts numerous underground wells, known as pozzi, which were filled with layers of sand to filter rainwater collected from the squares above. This ingenious system provided fresh water to residents for centuries and stands as a testament to Venetian engineering ingenuity. One of the more charming and surprising remnants of Italy's past are the wine windows or Buscette del Vino in Florence and other parts of Tuscany. These small openings carved into the walls of medieval buildings date back to the 17th century. They were initially used by wine producers to sell their surplus directly to customers during the plague, helping to avoid direct contact and prevent the spread of disease. Customers would knock on these tiny windows, place their money on a metal tray, and receive a flask of wine in return, all without direct interaction. Many of these wine windows have been restored and are once again in use, serving as quaint reminders of historical practices and the region's deep-rooted wine culture. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, famous worldwide for its unintended tilt, has a story as fascinating as the structure itself. Construction began in 1173, and the tower was intended to be a freestanding bell tower for the nearby cathedral. However, the tower began to lean during construction due to an unstable foundation set in soft ground composed of clay, sand, and shells. The tilt worsened as construction progressed, leading builders to attempt to correct it by adding taller floors on one side. This corrective effort resulted in the tower's characteristic curve. Despite the challenges, the tower has survived numerous earthquakes and stabilization efforts, standing today as a symbol of resilience and medieval engineering, attracting millions of tourists each year. As our journey through Italy's hidden gems and fascinating history comes to a close, it's clear that this beautiful country offers far more than meets the eye. From ancient ruins and haunted forests to unique cultural traditions and quirky stories, Italy's rich tapestry of surprises continues to inspire and captivate travelers from around the world. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Italy's intriguing facts and lesser-known tales. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights from around the globe. See you in our next adventure. Ciao!